forget what you heard. Language tried to say 3 words, words that made me scared. Million love songs later. Here I am trying to tell you that I care. Million love songs later. The future. This is what I see. Million chances pass me by. Million chances to hold you. Take me back to where I used to be. Hide away from all my truths. The light I see. A million love songs that later. That I care. Million love songs later. Here I am, just for you, girl. Million love songs later. Here I am.
Περνάει από εκεί. Περνάει. Πατήνα λίγο αυτή εδώ πέρα. Σιγά σιγά. Πιο εδώ. Έλα πιο εδώ, έλα πιο εδώ. Μην έχεις επαγγέλματος. Εκεί. Σιγά σιγά. Έτσι. Έλα. Μπράβο. Είπα αυτή είναι σιγά μπορείς. Πιο λίγο έτσι το χέρι σου. Εκεί. Λίγο έτσι. Εκεί. Σιγά σιγά. Θα πεις σιγά σου. Εσύ προηγουμένως τις έκανες τα ίδια. Τι να κρίνεις. Κοίτα που την βρίσκει. Αμάν. Μισό. Α, δεν πάω το κάνεις τι. Τώρα πρόσεχε όπως σιγά προηγουμένως, μην πάθεις αυτιά. Τι είπατε, σιγά σιγά. Σιγά.
Αλλά δεν πετύχαμε να κάνει το κύριο. Ήρθε από τούτο. Τούτο να και τούτο μπορούμε, δεν είναι καλό. Δεν κάνει πάνω από την εφά μας χρησιμοποιούν.
Εντάξει, του μεγάλου του σχολείου. Πάει τετάρτη εντάξει.
Είναι άλλος που μέσα, δεν το νομίζω.
Που τελειώνουν το δημοτικό, είναι που είναι 11 χρονών.
Για τον παπά μου ήμουν στο Πιτροπολείο Γεννήσεως και ήταν το 1890. Και αν την έβαλαμε και την ίδια ηλικία, τώρα 25 χρονών τότε.
Τότε το 1912 ήταν 25 χρονών.
Περίπου είχαμε τα καλά. 28 χρονών και είχε και ανάστημα, ήταν ψηλή, κατάλαβες. Εκείνη που εκεί,
Και πότε πέθανε
το 85.
το 85, θα ήταν 100 χρονών.
95 χρονών.
95. Και μπορεί να ήταν και παραπάνω.
Μπορεί να ήταν και παραπάνω, γιατί
Γιατί
αυτό
έτσι είχαν...
ο Μακαρίτος ο Παπάς μετά μα πήρα την αμά, ήταν κοσκότα ένεκος τα λίγο, με τσίτσο του ήταν κοσκότα ένεκος αρκεί να μας καθηγείο.
Αφού ήταν 25.
Ναι, δηλαδή εγώ με τσίτσο ήταν κοσκότα ένεκος που την πήρα και πιάνει και πάνω.
Αφού ήταν το σύνταγμα,
Τούτη πάλι τα είχαμε.
ήταν 25 χρονών.
Είναι το 37 του τι είχαμε, ήμουν 17 χρονών.
Αλλά το κοκκυρό και σκατάτε.
Τώρα φέρουν και τα μακαρόνια, να βάλουν τα μακαρόνια.
Όχι, κάνω πλέον τα χαμηλό όμως εμένα. Έλα, φύγε. Πολλά χαμηλό, θέλουμε να διώξει. Θέλεις τα χέρια. Μα μη σου σώτα.
Σε ζητήρε.
Ο Chris θέλει να ξέρει να πω είναι τούτο. Τι είναι?
Ταβάς.
Κυπριακό πράγμα.
Onions and minced meat.
Στην Αγγλία τα βαλιτσιάζει, δεν είναι λίγο.
Ο Chris δεν ήξερα αν το ξέρει.
Γιατί να το βάλει.
Εντάξει, να σου βάλω.
Μωρά, έχετε καρέκλες εσείς?
Έλα, φέρουμε Γιώργο, κάτσε να ζήσεις.
Είχαμε να κάτσω έτσι.
Ελάτε μωρά, βάρτε.
Λες θα έρθω
We will
θεία.
enjoy it.
Άρα ήρθα
Βάλετε τους ήλους σπυρούλια.
Ευκαιρία τώρα ανεβούμε οι χαρές να πάμε τώρα στην Αγγλία. Τώρα που είμαστε με άδεια.
Έλα, νύχη χάσει.
Δεν έχω πρόβλημα.
Κάμε καλό του θείου.
Αυτό είναι ωραίο φαγητό.
Έχεις τους θερμούς χαιρετισμούς τι. Που να δεις την ταινία, στέλνεις μας και εσύ την ταινία.
Που ήταν.
Τώρα μπορεί να κάτσεις.
Α, μπράβο.
Βάλε τα παδάκια για το έχουμε γύρω.
Του άντρου βάστε το πω. Άντρο.
Λες έστειλα τους πιο βοηθούς για να έρθω να κάτσω. Και τώρα που να τελειώσουμε, πάλι η βοηθή να βοηθήσεις. Εντάξει, δεν μου πες, έφυγες τώρα από καλοκαίρι που είσαι στην Ισία. Ούτε μαϊρεύω, ούτε κάνω δουλειές, ούτε σιδερώνω.
Άντρο.
Βάλω πλυντήριο, κάνω ορισμένα πράγματα που έμπολα.
Το κλειδί για τα μπουκάλια που είναι.
Για τούτον απλά να το πλυντήριο τι. Μαγνή να τρώμε νουλί μαζί να
Μακαρόνια, θέλει άλλη.
πατάτες.
Να φέρουμε το ψητό.
Ναι, λαλό της κυρίας, ούτε ο Στέφανος δεν μικρομύθια να μην θέλει. Ναι. Έχουν τα γονίδια και λίγο.
Εντάξει, Στέφανε, εμένα δεν θέλω να βάλω.
Τους αρέσκουν, εμένα αρέσκουν πολύ. Εγώ τι κάνω
Πατάτες
τα
εντρώει
βάλω.
μπορούν.
Λαζάνια κάνω.
Πατάτες μακαρόνια εντρώει.
Κρεατάκια. Πατάτες, περίμενα και αλέξουμε τα κρεατάκια. Είναι υπό την επίβλεψη μου που γίνει και το ψηλό.
Όχι, δεν είναι.
Στην Αγγλία φέρνεις την πατάτες με την καμπακούσα, αλλά δεν έχουν την ίδια γεύση όπως εσάς.
Έχει παραπάνω γεύση το φαΐ παρά το κάζιν ή οτιδήποτε άλλο ή ο ηλεκτρικός φούρνος. Το φούρνο με ξύλα έχει παραπάνω η ουσία το φαΐ.
Years ago, Dad used to be making rubbish. Oh, take it.
Να έχεις ψητό που φούρνο ηλεκτρικό ή με γκάζι και φούρνο το χτιστό διαφέρει αμέσως καταλάβεις το. Το ξύλο είναι το διοξίδιο του άνθρακος που λέει που κουρούζει το ξύλο.
Παίρνουν το κοστάκι, είναι ένα φούρνο και κάμαν και τα τουπέπια, κάμαν τα ούρτα μες στο φούρνο και ήταν ωραία. Ήταν ωραία.
Και το παγκόσμιο.
Εν του αρέσκει, ξέρεις όταν το τρώει.
Πώς θα το διαλέξουμε τώρα ένα-ένα.
Πες το χαβά.
Στεφάνη, πιάσ' το πιάτο σου κοντά.
Μακαρόνια και
Μια στιγμή, φέρ' το να κρατώ το πιάτο σου κοντά. Θέλει μόνο κρέας.
είναι ωραίος ο χαβάς.
Και
του κάτι.
Where did we just come up from?
Huh?
Where did we just come up from?
Θα το ξεκαθαρώ.
Yeah,
So Derry, what are you going to order?
Cod and chips.
Cod and chips. Ah.
So what are you going to have, Andrew?
Oh, I'm going to have a fillet place. That's what you didn't have last night. That's what you left it at their restaurant. And we had to get lectured. We had to get lectured by the waiter where you left it.
And I'm going to have a few more surprise ice cream.
Regardless.
Good day.
It's nice stuff.
Oh, it went. It went.
You pay about 30 cents for the ice cream, about £2.20 for the sparkler.
Well, Cuddy, what were you eating there? Just the sparkler?
The main part of the ice cream is solid. Mine straight away. That one there in the brown shirt.
Brown shirt?
Yeah.
The one playing?
The other one next to it.
Yeah?
Every time he wants to shot me snooker, just moves the ball out the way.
What, have you played him?
No, I've been watching him. The other one's always arguing with him.
Yeah? But I heard he's a bit of a cheat as well. The one with the funny logo on his t-shirt.
The other one with the t-shirt on, he's a right cheat.
Yeah?
Always arguing, always.
I don't know, they must have big money on the game. Huh? I was going to give you some of my chips, Chrissy. Think you'd like to put some of that chips in that?
That nice, Chris?
Don't like the cream.
At least it saves you not ordering that place, don't we? Let's see if I don't eat it tonight. What time is it today?
10 o'clock.
So your friends Ahmed and John should be arriving in London about now.
Another 10 minutes, I would say.
They should be landing.
Unless they were delayed.
Huh? Are you worried about their delay?
Nope.
Let's hope they have fun in England. What do you think? What do they do, Sadiri? They're working tomorrow. What do they do?
John's got work in the morning, pick up my dinner.
Yeah? What does he do?
He's works in the warehouse. Cod, yeah?
What does he work at?
He works in the fashion industry.
Yeah? Fashion industry. Ah, I see. And what about Ahmed? What does he work at?
College.
At college. I see. Alright.
Maria μαζί μες στο ποτήρι του Λικέρ.
What was that you saying, Igloo?
I said he must have felt well gutted, beaten by two things little.
What a sodding awful summer. 34 days of non-stop rain.
In London?
Yeah, well, in England. British summer was written off as a disaster yesterday as weathermen logged 34 days of rain without a break. Oh no. And someone went to France to get away from it and his car was wrecked by hailstones. Huh? Don't you feel sorry for the geezer?
No,
Huh? Huh?
He
Right.
should have come over here.
Well, it's not much hotter over here, is it?
What are you looking at? You can dance. For inspiration. Come on. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? get to it. Strike a pose, there's nothing to it. What are you looking at? You can dance.
This is
base metodo με τα παντουφιά.
Κάνε ότι σε κανένα μες στην κάση μπορεί να κάνει. Κάτσε. Κάτσε να.
I was the black keys and I beat Sadiri. Sadiri, what have you got to say about the first event?
Not bad. My finger's hurting.
Sadiri, oh, it's the wrong angle. And that is not qualification there. 6 meters. This is going to be recorded for posterity. Let's try harder.
Come on.
Can Uncle Andrew do it? Oh, it's the right angle, it's too early.
We can. Oh, you're going to come back.
And Andrew's qualified.
I'm about 7 miles away.
And the relief. The relief in the crowd, look at him. So there is second attempt. We've got to qualify, otherwise he doesn't go on. Oh, it's a bad angle. Oh, Sadiri could be out. Sadiri's starting to blame the controls. You want me to do it for you, Sadiri?
I'm on the...
Sadiri's on the ropes. Oh, it's the right angle again, and that should be another qualification.
These buttons are crap.
Oh no!
These buttons are crap.
Sadiri now. Could be out of it. Oh no! Can you believe it? He could have...
Buttons are crap.
Oh no! Oh, it was only 6 centimeters short. Oh no! Sadiri just has to stand and watch. Right, what am I doing now? Let's give him another go. I should have done that one. Sadiri.
Nah, it's these buttons.
Oh, and Andrew had insult
You got the good butt. You got the good
and
either.
Andy had insult to injury by qualifying. I know what to do.
Let me do one of your javelin.
Alright, I'll let you. Oh, and that still should be qualification. He's done it. Right, and Andrew lets Sadiri
Go for a world record.
Sadiri having won Uncle Andrew's attempt. Oh, and he's fouled. Oh no.
Hang on, this is making me look bad here.
There I am, folks, just in case you didn't know. Oh, this could be a world record here. Is that world record?
No chance, no chance.
When he thumped the computer. Let's see, Uncle Andrew can get through this. Yes, that's qualification. So they're taking Uncle Andrew's last 2 attempts. And Sadiri also would have got qualified if he had made it this far. Right, here we go, come on. Let's go.
Way too early.
Huh?
Too early.
Oh, what happened to the angle there? Got the right angle.
The first one's wrong, you're going too far.
What do you mean? Too close?
You'll get straight on the first one.
that it? Oh no. That's it. Are you playing by yourself?
Why is nothing doing? Because you have to turn it that way. You sure? Yeah. And your brake is this one here.
Yeah.
Oh right, okay. Can't ride a bike to save me now, can I?
Nicole, how are you doing?
I don't know how I'm doing.
Not bad, not bad. That's all.
Well done, Nick. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I think you should get a moped out.
Really? What's checkpoint then? Am I going the wrong way? Why are you coming towards me?
Because you're passing.
Oh, scared.
You should have a question.
Oh, thanks. Say that and then I just crashed.
Oh, you're lucky. Turbo. You do turbo.
Yeah, where's the turbo button then?
Not on this.
Okay.
She passed Dewey.
Yeah, but let's see where she came.
She came 25th.
I beat you. Do you want a pen?
You can pay for it on right over the pocket. Sorry, Anne. Who's 7?
My bulb was not cooked properly, so it was fat.
One you have you.
You have it
No,
done.
Africana. But I put cream on it.
No, Nikki liked it.
Does it take a flake?
Do you have lines?
It's true though.
That would fill you up just as much. That would fill you up just as much as a proper meal would though. Nothing compared to the Knickerbocker. The Knickerbocker glories in England are nothing compared to that, are they?
I've seen the kicker ice cream. I like
Your mum's banana split looks. Thea, Thea, move your next door menu.
It hasn't got the banana.
No.
It hasn't got the banana. It's going nice out of season.
Yeah, there isn't any.
Chrissy, what colour are you?
I think she's giving him pressure.
What's that?
I think she's giving him a fresh.
Και άμα θέλει να
Ήθελα
δοκιμάσει,
να πω, ρωτήσα πολλούς και pineapple είναι
Chris,
στην Κύπρο.
θα σε βοηθήσεις.
Σιγά τι δεν
Θες
κάνω.
να βοηθήσεις.
Δηλαδή το actual pineapple fruit ή μέσα στο κουτί.
Όχι,
Pineapple fruit.
και μάγκο και pineapple, kiwi, όλα.
Το kiwi είναι πολλά, το sexy fruit πολλά.
Ναι, ναι. Είναι πολλά kiwi.
Wow, it's nice cream and an
This is bigger than me. It's even bigger than me.
I think once I got to Cyprus.
Ice cream parlour over there. You took all sauce on?
Mum,
We do. Just take it.
How hard have you tried over this game, Nicole, to try and beat me?
shut up, but you ate stuff. Yeah, is that why you're not down? My work. I would say you're in the top 15. Do it.
Put down your name.
That's disgusting.
Huh?
I was full. I was second. You knocked me down to full. What are you doing? Hang on, hang on.
Where are you, Stuart? You're not there?
I'm third.
You're third?
Second, third.
Third.
Is it third?
Third.
It's third, but watch. Come on.
They're all trying to beat their uncle. So can you remind us all where your uncle is?
Top 73. I'll say again, the top 10.
Oh no, what does that mean, Saderi?
Means I get knocked down again.
It means Nicole gets knocked down and I still stay number one.
You can have another go. I'm not worth it for you, really.
Huh?
Show number one.
Well, it's not really worth it for me because, as you can see,
Come on, there's the fifth.
put your proper name, Saderi. As you can see, ABC is actually, you know what the B stands for in my name? Huh? What? Bon Jovi. That's what it stands for. Nicole, you can have another go.
I think it might change the nothing.
But no one can beat their uncle.
I'm going to do you. Find the
Tell me
pressure.
about
Okay, I'm blinded.
Yeah, hell no. Sorry, what's that? Nicole, I heard you're in trouble. Yeah? This should put you in the top 30. Wait a minute, where'd you come?
I can't believe this. I'm getting worse. As I go along, I went second. I'm getting worse as I go along.
When the time grew near for me to show my love, longer I stayed away from, hiding from a word I need to hear now. Don't think I'll hear it again. But the nights were always warm with you, holding you right by my side. But the morning always comes too soon. Before I even close my eyes, yeah. All I do each night is pray. Oh, girl, hoping that I'll be a part of you again someday. Oh, yeah. All I do each night is think. Oh, yeah. Of all the times I close the door to keep my love within. If you can't forgive the past, I understand that. Can't understand why I did this to you. And all of the days and the nights, so I regret it. I never showed you my love. But the nights were always warm with you, holding you right by my side. But the morning always comes too soon. Before I
Hello, welcome to the thing that I do at the end of the DVD. There's space on the DVD, that's why you're seeing me here. And this time I'm going to talk about the Cyprus video. I'm going to compare it to the 1989 one. Well, first of all, it's a different camera. The sound is much better. If you remember the first one, especially let's say the sea scenes, where the noise of the sea was just so loud, this time with this camera you can actually hear the noise of the sea, hear people talking, and the sound is much crisper. The video runs in almost real time. I don't know, it's long. What I tried to do is I split it over 3 discs so that every time you put in a disc you would feel the flavour of the whole holiday without necessarily having to see all of them. But I wanted to show you, I wanted to show you something, so let's have a look at the PC. So we're running the original, we have the original tape, and the whole thing was about 7.5 hours. Actually, I found a lot of very, very good scenes actually, but I couldn't make a video 7 hours. I couldn't believe that I put so much into 4.5 hours and I had to leave out some scenes. Some scenes that are in there, there are subtle differences. Just like everything else, if you make a Christmas film every year, you've got to be different, you've got to be different, you've got to be better. I tell you how I'm different if you have a look at this. It's very important that you don't film exactly the same thing. I mean, I'm running a professional, I know I'm blowing my own trumpet here, but I'm running something that's very professional. So the subtle differences between this and the last one is, for instance, if you have a look at this scene here, you see Egli on the veranda in 1989. Well, in 1993 I filmed that at night. Then we have a scene where we're up, you remember the bit where we go up to the church at the top of the hill? That was done in the daytime last time. This time, if you have a look here, it's done in the night time. You know, these are subtle differences, but these are things that you need to do. Otherwise, you're going to get critics saying, well, it's just an updated holiday adventure. It is an updated holiday adventure, but it has to be, in a sense, better. It has to be different. Okay, there's some scenes that I wanted to keep in no matter what. I could have made this a taut, tight sort of a video, have just absolutely the best scenes in it. But there's some things, historical value, for instance, that I wanted to keep. For instance, this scene where we go into the Bambos apartments, I wanted to keep that in. If you have a look how new that is very new. Me and Paula stayed in there in 2005. The place was falling apart. I wanted to show you what it looked like in 1989. Nothing there at all, and you had private parking. I remember finding that road private parking, and here is a scene where we're arriving. Have a look at this. Okay, we're arriving, and then suddenly we see this apartment complex, and suddenly the road wasn't private anymore. And I really felt that my flat had been moved, literally physically moved, from a quiet residential area into Piccadilly Circus. It was a very, very big shock that this apartment was actually built, and obviously tourists going up and down our flat and coaches going past. It was a very big shock when we arrived. Okay, and looking at this scene, as I said, we've arrived. And it's very fly on the wall, you really experience it. We walk into our flat, this is all real. We've just walked into the flat and we see everything. This is a style that I made the video. You really feel a part of this holiday. The one thing I can tell you is I look absolutely awful. In every scene I look absolutely awful in this video. And I don't know if you remember back in the 89 one where I make fun of the Bermuda Wallies. Well, here I am. Have a look at this scene. Here I am, I'm buying a newspaper, and I didn't realize, if you have a look, my Bermudas are stripy going downwards. okay, and I'm wearing a top that's stripy going across, and I have to admit that is not just, you know, I'm not just a Wally there. I'm actually 24 carat. I'm a 24 carat Wally there. Very embarrassing scene, but I laugh at it now. But I mean, it's not even tucked in. My shirt isn't even tucked in properly. Very embarrassing throughout the volume. Okay, here's a funny scene I have to show you. I mean, have a look at this. We're in the village now at night, and we see the drawings that everyone's making. I mean, they're nice drawings of everybody. And then you come across, and suddenly you see, have a look at this. That's Elvis Presley. I said, well, who's drawn Elvis Presley, and where is he? And then you pan over to the chair, and you realize that Elvis Presley has left the building, or in this case, has left Ayanaba Square. And here you see some authentic Greek dancing. Some people sort of think maybe this is a bit boring. This is authentic Cypriot dancing. Me and Paula in 2005, we went to a bouzouki night where it had the kind of English dancing where you just have a bendozali and this, and not authentic. I was disappointed in that. This is authentic Greek dancing. This is the only problem with Cypriot dancing is the men dance with the men and the women only dance with the women. Where's the fun in that? That's the only problem I can see of this, but I could watch this one, not the one that me and Paula went to. Okay, now I'm going to show you some editing skills. This is how I clean this up, and this happens a lot. Just watch this scene here.
What have you got, everyone? What takes that?
Okay, so you can see, I just pause it there. You can see Egli looking at me, waiting to say the line. So what I did is I cut the bit where she's looking at me, so she says the exactly at the right moment when her mum asks if she likes it. And have a look. I mean, all my editing skills, and Egli has to ruin it by looking silly by dropping all the cake on her dress.
This is what the viewers at home are missing.
Okay, this is a scene. Now, not many people would understand this if you weren't born in the 60s. There was a very classical series called Robinson Crusoe on the television, black and white, very old, made in about 65, I think. And they used to play it every holiday, and it was such great music. I had to put the music of Robinson Crusoe here. This makes this scene watchable because I don't think it's a very good beach scene. This is where we went to Anoira. It wasn't really a very good beach scene, but because of this haunting music, suddenly, you know, it becomes more interesting. Maybe not interesting to somebody who doesn't know what this is about. And I was really happy that on the net I actually found the complete Robinson Crusoe theme. The original, I only had a part of it. There was no internet when I actually edited this film before, so I only had a part of the theme. This time I had the complete theme, and I was very, very happy. I've even got a higher tempo one, a more modern one, but I decided to use the original. Okay, I've got to show you this. Okay, do you remember last time in the 1989 one where Sadiri won all these prizes, and I show you the prizes that he won here? Well, we're in exactly the same place. It's the Banayiri, exactly the same day, but 4 years on. And, I mean, Chris and Egli and everyone, they tried to win. There was no way they were going to win anything. I would have actually said it was impossible if Sadiri hadn't won those prizes. But now we see Egli. Have a look at this. Now we see Egli. She's migrated to, you know, catch the little ducky. You know. And she actually I'm glad she actually grabbed that, because it's embarrassing anyway. But you can see here that we migrated to the most childish game that you can possibly imagine. But she gets it, and she wins a prize. But she's afraid, if you can see, she's actually afraid to show that prize to the camera. So incidentally, the order has been changed. This is totally different from the original video, which I haven't got here to actually compare. You can't have, it's important, if you make a video, you can't have too many beach scenes on different days together, or 2 breakfasts together, or 2 night shots. The audience will not accept that. So I had to redo everything. Everything happens in a different order. But you still need to see certain things. I left some machine games in. I didn't leave so many machine games in last time. And I remember that I was disappointed the way I did the last one. But this time everything runs. For instance, you see me challenging Chris early here in the machine game, or the racing car machine game. And later on you see that as well. So last time you just saw the ending. It just didn't fit last time. I tried to make it a little bit more logical. As I said, I wanted to keep some historical bits in. I wanted to, for instance, film Luka's place. Luka had turned into, as you can see here, you know, to sell souvenirs and everything. He was a restaurant before. And also a scene here that I actually squeezed in. If you have a look here. Now this looks like I'm just filming empty grass. That is, I knew that they were going to build something there. They actually built a Luna Park there. And would you believe that, you know, the next video that you see, I'm not going to talk about it too much now, but you see the Luna Park, and you know the bit where people are tied up and they swing, and there's also a ball that goes up in the air that they built there. When I went in 2005, that was actually a derelict. So this is from 1993. It was a long time ago. As I said, it looks like it's filmed now. But I actually squeezed these scenes in, and maybe you might sort of think, why are they in? That's why they're in, as a historical value. Okay, so here we are now at the Banayiri, and have a look if you recognize this guy. Yes, it's the same person we saw 4 years ago, and he hasn't changed a bit. In fact, everyone at the store hasn't changed. It's all the same people that are selling their wares. But the guy's saying, just listen. He's saying that, you know, that he's been to England because we filmed him last time and brought him back to England, and he actually came to England through that sense. Well, I can tell him that now he's been to Argentina as well. And if we go to this scene, talk about an economy. Look at the people riding on this. I mean, you pay for 1 ticket, you know, you pay for 1 ride, and you got 5 kids on it. I mean, this is just totally... And have a look at this kid here. Have a look. I'm going to slow that down, and I'm going to actually circle the guy so you can see him. He's sort of physically, with his body, trying to hit everybody else. Talk about, I mean... Whoever's kid that is, that's certainly the kid from hell. I'm just going to show you some little clips of my favourite scenes, like this where we went to live Greek music, bouzoukia, and there's a lot of other. I'll just show you a few other little clips of my favourite little scenes. You need these throughout the video every 10 minutes, so you give the audience something to look forward to. And here is Sabiri on the bikes with classic leader of the gang music. And I'll just show you just a few clips of my other favourite scenes.
And do you want to get on the back? Look, you've got trip nuts.
As I stand at your door, you answer in a sweet voice. You say hello, then pause before I begin to speak. Babe, I'm here again. I tell you I'm here again. Babe, where have you been? Where have you been?
Okay, and I have to play you this. Sadiri now is complaining. Have a listen to this.
Nice and heavy like camera.
He's complaining that I'm filming and I'm not helping him, you know, with the suitcases. Well, I just want to show you this picture. This is when we first arrived. There's 3 beds here, and I had to carry by myself and with Baniko's assistant chief of police. I had to carry that bed into Sadiri's room so that they would have that extra bed. And Sadiri just went, you know, laughed about it. I mean, I had to take, you know, backwards and forwards. I mean, that was real work. So what did you want, Sadiri? You wanted me to take a bag out of a car and put it on a trolley. Did you want me to help you push that trolley as well? You know, I'm really sorry that, you know, you wore out a bit of your bottom there. But, you know, I'm sure a bit of souvlaki and chips would put the bit that was worn out back. So that was the 1993 Cyprus vacation video. As I said, to me they're important. I think you can see why, as I'm talking and everything, that these are important to me. They have to be good, they have to be better. Some people would say, well, just film it and just have it. If you do that, can you imagine filming Christmas every single year and you just film it just to have it? No one will ever watch any of them, and we have actually suffered from that. There are some Christmases that I've filmed that I know that no one really wants to watch because they're so similar and the same. It can be said of this as well. I've tried not to make it the same, and I don't think it is the same. Of course it has to be the same in some sense. You're going to still do your beach scenes. Incidentally, because of the new camera, we did a lot more night scenes that came out. With the old camera, there's hardly any night scenes because the camera wasn't able to capture anything in low light. But I think I'll leave you with a classical scene from the film, and I'd like you to watch and enjoy.